Alvarado-Gil is prepared and ready. Secretary, please read.
Senate Concurrent Resolution 145 by Senator Alvarado-Gil relative to Alice Piper Day.
Senator.
Thank you, Madam President. I rise as a proud member of the Native American Caucus, along with our esteemed caucus chair, the Assembly member from San Bernardino, to present Senate Concurrent Resolution 145, which commemorates Alice Piper Day here in California. Well, many of you are likely hearing of Alice Piper for the first time. I first was introduced to the Alice Piper legacy while on my listening tour in Indian country over our spring break. Alice Piper was a Paiute woman who marked history and a trailblazer in education equity. She made history in 1924 by successfully suing the Big Pine School District of Inyo County to integrate classrooms and allow Indigenous students to attend their schools. She was only 15 years old. Born on June 7, 1908 in Big Pine, Alice attended a nearby Indian day school run by the Bureau of Indian Affairs. This school had opened in 1891 during the height of the assimilationist movement or model of Native American uneducation. The federal government operated these schools to sever Native children ties with their indigenous cultures, language, customs, and homeland, replacing them with Anglo-American curriculum that emphasized careers in manual labor. These Indian day schools were grossly underfunded, offered very few grade levels, and had a poor quality of education as compared to those offered to white students. In the late 19th century, California courts had affirmed the rights of school districts to follow a separate but equal doctrine. Nevertheless, in 1923, Alice and 6 other Native children attempted to attend the Big Pine High School, but the school board denied them entry due to their race. Piper sued on the grounds that her 14th Amendment rights had been violated. In the Supreme Court case, Piper versus Big Pine School District, not only was the outcome changed the treatment of Native American children in public schools, but the California Supreme Court voted unanimously in her favor. This case also set precedent that was later cited by Chief Justice Warren in the U.S. Supreme Court in the landmark decision case, Brown versus the Board of Education, declaring that racial segregation in schools was and is indeed unconstitutional. Piper's court victory became the pivotal point in time, ending the practice of sending Indian children to separate schools. I ask that you join me in commemorating the centennial anniversary of the Piper versus Big Pine decision and declare June 2nd, 2024 as Alice Piper Day. I respectfully ask for an aye vote.
Thank you, Senator. Colleagues, do we have any discussion or debate? I'm seeing none. I'm hearing none. This item is eligible for unanimous roll call. Do we have any objection? Ayes 35, no 0. Resolution is adopted. Now on to our consent calendar. We have 2 items, items 61 and 62. Do we have any members that would like to remove an item from the consent calendar? Hearing and seeing none. Secretary, please read the items.
Assembly Bill 2974, 2232.
Secretary, please call the roll on the first item.
Allen. Alvarado-Gil. Aye. Archuleta. Aye. Ashby. Aye. Atkins. Aye. Becker. Aye. Blakespeare. Aye. Bradford. Aye. Caballero. Aye. Cortese. Aye. Daly. Aye. Dodd. Aye. Durazo. Aye. Eggman. Aye. Glazer. Aye. Gonzalez. Aye. Grove. Aye. Hurtado. Jones. Laird. Aye. Limon. Aye. McGuire. Aye. Manjavar. Aye. Min. Aye. Newman. Aye. Wen. Aye. Nilo. Aye. Ochoa Bog. Aye. Padilla. Portantino. Aye. Roth. Aye. Rubio. Aye. Ciarto. Aye. Skinner. Aye. Smallwood Cuevas. Aye. Stern. Aye. Umberg. Aye. Wahab. Aye. Wiener. Aye. Wilk.
Please call the absent members.
Allen. Hurtado. Jones. Aye. Padilla. Wilk.
Ayes 36, no 0. Consent calendar is adopted.